Welcome to the Julia Monthly channel and my Wednesday update. So again, Wednesdays I am just updating readers on what is going on with my novel, my upcoming novel, This Is Now. And so what I'm going to do today is a little different. So rather than just talking, I'm going to show you, I'm going to take you to my computer and show you some of the things that I've been doing to prep for the release of my book. So there's a lot of stuff kind of behind the scenes that have to happen, right? So the book just doesn't show up on Amazon. It doesn't just show up on your favorite retail store. The publisher, in this case me, has to do a bunch of stuff to get ready for it. So you have to, create the book cover. You have to create the format, the book. You have to just do all kinds of stuff behind the scenes to upload it to the vendors and get it ready for publication. So that is some of the stuff that I've been working on since last Wednesday. I've gotten my cover back. I've gotten everything back. I've formatted my actually formatted the manuscript and into so it'll look actually like the cover, like the book that is supposed to look. And then this week I did some of the other stuff. So I'm going to take you now to my laptop, and then I'm going to show you some of the things that I've been doing. All right, so let's go there. What I wanted to share with you here is some of the things that I've been doing, which again, if you are a reader, you might find this just slightly interesting. If you are a writer and you're just starting, you might find this very interesting because you need to learn all this stuff and you need to know this. In fact, I might actually be doing a video later on in a few weeks maybe on just ISBNs, because this is something that you should know about and that you should look into if you're going to be publishing. So an ISBN is that little number that is by the barcode here, as you see. Okay, so one of the things that I did this week is actually register the new book. So This Is Now has its official ISBN now, which I gave to my cover designer, and the cover designer adds it to the book cover so that, of course, the book can be identified, and people can and I can actually sell it, because you can't sell a book unless it does have an ISBN. No retailer, no vendor will carry your book if it doesn't have an ISBN number. So this is something that you absolutely need if you're going to actually sell your book. Now some vendors like Amazon actually will give you an ISBN, but again, I'll create a different video for that. There's reasons why that would be a good idea. One is because you don't have to pay for it, but then there are reasons why it's not a good idea, and so I will actually talk about that at another time. But this is one of the things that I did today. Is I actually went ahead. I've purchased 100 ISBNs in the past, so I just really registered it. So I gave my book an ISBN number, and I registered it here on Bowker. So that was one of the things. And the other thing that I had to do, and I'm going to show you here, is get the books ready for bookstores. So if you are a reader, you have your favorite way of reading, right? So you might love Amazon, you might love Barnes & Noble, you might love Kobo, you might read on your iPads, you might like Apple. So there are different ways for authors to get the books to those vendors. One is you can create an account with each vendor. So I could create an account with Apple, I can create an account with Barnes & Noble, I can create an account with Amazon, and then every other online store out there, and then also with the major distributors and wholesalers like Baker and Taylor and Ingram, and then they will distribute them to other bookstores. But because that's a heck of a lot of work that I don't really want to do. Like I don't want an account with each one of those people. I'm using an aggregator. So an aggregator is a company. I've chosen Draft2Digital, and so I will show you just kind of briefly what Draft2Digital is. And so what you do, and this is my previous book that was then, and actually I just uploaded it here because I only had it on Amazon and Barnes & Noble because, again, I didn't want to go through all the work of doing this back in 2017 and having all these various accounts. And I figured most of the book sales are going to come through Amazon and Barnes and Noble. So as long as I get it to those main vendors, I'm okay. But really, it's kind of dumb because there are all these other places. Some people do like, have their iPad and they want to read an app, through Apple or other, libraries can, get it through carry it through this. So when you upload it here, you go through various steps. And, first you enter all your details. So like the cover, you enter the cover, you enter the name, the back cover copy, you enter all kinds of information, the author name, all of that. And that way, they have it, right? So they have the book that exactly the way you want it. And then the next part is the layout. Like you choose anything interesting that you want on there. So like scene breaks, you have a little image or a little picture, or you might want like the first letter of the book to be capitalized. So do I have that on here somewhere? I don't know. So I don't think I do. I thought I did, but I didn't. I don't. But anyways, if you look at the inside of the book, you'll see pretty much what it looks like. And then what they do is you finally get to you preview it and then you get to publish it they do the distribution for you. So I don't have to have an account with Kobo and Apple and the rest of them. Now these are not all of them. Like this is not every online vendor. There are more, but at least this takes care of some of them, so I don't have to worry about one that is not here is Smashwords. So if I want it there, I would have to create a separate account with them. And there are different aggregators. So again, I chose this one because I like it. I like the way they work. They're pretty simple. They take a percentage of my sales to do this. So they take a percentage, and then the other retailers take a percentage of the sales, and so you can kind of get an estimate of like what you actually make per book. This is an example. I won't actually make this, but this is sort of a projected, best case scenario. If my book isn't discounted at some point or something, which that was then actually will be discounted. I'm going to be discounting it for a while because since the new book, This Is Now, is going to be coming out here in a couple of months, you don't have to have read That Was Then in order to read This Is Now. However, it's all the same characters. So if people haven't in the last 3 years read this book, then I'm going to offer them the opportunity to read it at a discount so that they can prepare. If they want to buy the next one, they will already know the characters. And it's been out long enough that, I can offer a discount and, pretty much kind of break even on it. And that's okay because it'll give readers an opportunity to read the book, get to know the characters before they purchase the next one. So that's what I'm going to be doing there. And I created this, which is kind of fun. This is just a kind of like a book, a teaser of sorts. Like this is what the new cover is going to look like, and this doesn't give you like the full view of it, which is kind of cool. So I had this, I did this to post on social media. So I'm going to be posting this on social media, sort of like, hey, look, my next book is coming out, and this is kind of like what the cover is going to look like. Tune in and or come back in a week or two, and then I will reveal the actual cover, what it really looks like. So this is what I'm going to be posting here on social media, probably this week sometime, or maybe next week. We'll see how much time I have. So yeah, I've been kind of, playing around with a lot of stuff, and doing that kind of stuff. The cover is done. Actually getting the books ready to go to bookstores. I actually got it up on Amazon at this point as well. And, so it should be there available for pre-order pretty soon, if it's not already there. But that's been my week from last, what I've been doing since last week. And so, yeah, we're moving along and it's really exciting. And, we'll see what I get done next week. But for now, most of like the back work is done. Once I get things to bookstores, and and that's ready to go, sort of for pre-orders or just it's ready, sitting there for release date. The release date is going to be September 24th, I believe, or 25th. I'll have to check. I think it's 20. I think it's the 24th. I think it's on a Friday. So that will be the release date for the book. And so within the next, 5 or 6 weeks, I'll be sending out review copies so that the book starts to get reviewed by magazines, other authors that can possibly offer a quote or something, their opinion, to start getting reviews for the book. So yeah, so that's what the plan is for now. All right. Thank you for listening, and I will see you on Friday for our continuation. Well, we're not finishing. We still have a few more videos on emotions. So tune in on Friday for sort of the next video in that series. All right. I will see you then.